Y así arrancamos la primera parte del programa del día de la fecha. Es esto, la fábrica, esta parte, esta sección del programa en donde lo que hacemos es repensar, redefinir todo lo que tiene que ver con la industria de la música, y para eso nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos, porque hay mucho para hablar, muchos cambios hubo en estos últimos décadas, estos últimos años, con la aparición de las tiendas digitales y eso. Y para hablar de todos estos cambios nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos, y hoy nos vamos para Suecia para hablar con los amigos de LODET que ya están conectados con nosotros. Hi, how are you, my friend? Are you listening me good?
Yeah, I hear you very good. Thank you.
Excellent. I hear you excellent, my friend. Well, I'm gonna leave you with Raulo. He's gonna make the same questionnaire we make all bands on all the world, you know. Later we're gonna talk about the present of LODET, okay?
Perfect. Ciao.
Ya chequeamos audio, Raulo, ya chequeamos todo, mandale fuerte.
Sí, estoy muy contento de hablar con LODET. Thank you very much for this time. I really like your music. It's the kind of music that in the 80s or in the 90s it's been played in the radios in Buenos Aires. It's incredible this. So we are going to start with the interview. We're live. So please tell us your full name, where are you from, and how old are you?
My name is Joakim Björnberg. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. I'm 37 years old.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to make a little translation for the Spanish listeners, so don't matter with that. Bueno, estamos hablando con Joaquín, es un miembro de LODET y es de Estocolmo y tiene 32 años, de Suecia. And can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
The Beatles, Twist and Shout on my grandmother's vinyl player. I think I was maybe 3 or 4 years old, banging off to that song. Also included 3 other songs, A Taste of Honey, etc. And I was blown away by the feeling of listening to rock and roll music.
Ah, perfecto. Bueno, nos está contando que su primera...
Pero boludo, hablábamos de video macho hoy.
Sí, es increíble. No, y aparte, Manu, no es la primera vez que están... hay una seguidilla de raíces en los Beatles, que a mí realmente me parece rarísimo. Bueno, y nos estaba contando Joaquín que su primer recuerdo escuchando música es con los vinilos de su abuela, escuchando Twist and Shout de los Beatles. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
Guitar was my first instrument. I think I learned probably Badman Rising by Creedence or some Creedence song. I think that's why I picked the guitar, because I loved Creedence so much.
Wow. And how do you get the guitar? It was a present? Some friend have it?
My dad played in a band. He was a bass player, but he also had guitars in our home. So guitar were laying around all the house everywhere. Very easy for me just to pick it up. Also my mother played. Actually, my mother played. And it was her guitar that I used when I really started playing guitar, because it was nylon, like Spanish guitar, and easier to play for a 5-6-year-old, I think.
Ok, bueno, nos estaba contando que el padre es bajista. I'm a bass player too.
Okay.
I love the bass. Y su primer recuerdo, había, aparte del padre tocando la guitarra, su madre toca la guitarra, y aparte había guitarras dando vueltas por ahí, y la primera canción que tocó probablemente haya sido una de Creedence, porque él agarró la guitarra por los Creedence más o menos a los 5 o 6 años. And can you tell us, are there any places to study music for free in Sweden, or you always have to pay?
You can study if you go to like a gymnasium, like high school. It's free. You can choose music and it's for free. Later, after the high school, I studied like music production, and that costs a little bit of money, but you get also some money from the government to make it.
Yeah, like a scholarship, something like that.
Kind of. Kind of, yeah.
Ok, bueno, lo que nos estaba contando que en Suecia, en el secundario podés tener la oportunidad de elegir un poco las materias que vas a hacer y bueno, se puede elegir música y eso es de manera gratuita, pero él después estudió producción musical, que eso sí cuesta un dinero, ya es algo que se tiene que pagar, pero podés conseguir como una especie de subvención del Estado o el Estado te ayuda para seguir. It was, can you tell us something about when you were studying production? It was easy, it was not easy. You find a lot of things that you don't like or not?
Well, music production was kind of... I used to record... My dad used to have a tape machine, which I learned very early in my life to handle like 4-track channel. And later on the computer came and I learned the basics in most of the like Cubase, but the music production school really made me realize, like, equalize, how do you get a good mix and all that. So that was very crucial for me, but I learned a lot of things, but I don't know what I think I liked most of the things with music production.
Okay. But for example, some typical sounds. For example, you have to record a metal band. You have to choose the sound and that kind of things, or you let the band choose it. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I realized I really wanted just to record like the old 70s stuff and like very basic guitars, Hammond, mic up a drum kit as Glenn Jones did, like easy recordings, not too much of the electronic stuff.
Ok, perfect, that kind of things. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando que cuando él estudió producción musical, es más que nada entablado a la grabación, a los sonidos, ese tipo de cosas. Cuando él era muy chico, el padre tenía ya una grabadora, debe haber sido una Tascam of 4 channels.
Tascam, it was.
Okay, que tenía una Tascam de 4 canales y él ya desde muy chico aprendía con eso. Después pasó a la computadora con cosas como el Cubase y después estudió propiamente dicho producción musical, y dice que él más que nada le gusta la producción musical de cosas un poco más vintage, con cosas más naturales, no tan cosas electrónicas. Manu.
No, quería preguntarle por los programas que vio en software, no en producción musical, pero ahí después lo contestaste.
Sí, hay tipo Cubase y ese tipo de cosas. Sí.
No, Pro Tools. Me suena que no vean Pro Tools.
Sí. You learn how to use Pro Tools in production.
I learned how to use Logic in my school, but I also used Cubase a lot.
Okay.
Pro Tools I can also handle, but not so much.
Perfecto.
I use Logic nowadays.
Perfecto, ahí está, el Logic Pro es el que más está enfocado en la producción.
Pero me playa mucho porque el Pro Tools hace 20 años era hegemonía y se murió.
Sí.
Es loco eso. Pero bueno, metámonos en la banda, así que
perfecto, sí, una pregunta más personal. One more question, personal. Which was the first concert that you went?
The first concert?
Uh-huh.
Brainpool, Swedish band, early 90s, I think 94 or something. I was blown away by Brainpool.
Brainpool, which kind of music is?
It's like a little more punky pop rock, also influenced by Beatles. Very like a lot of guitars, 2 guitars, very distorted, and like indie music. Yeah.
Okay, and it was in a big place or in a small place?
It was kind of big place. It was outside in Liseberg, Gothenburg.
Perfect. And can you tell us how did LODET project begin and why you put that name?
Well, the name is from my kindergarten. As I grew up, that was my first kindergarten called LODET. It's something that you measure depth with. And it all began in like 2019 when I wanted to release my own songs, and I thought of what name should I have, and I just had this LODET was on my mind through all my life. I was wondering why it was called LODET, the kindergarten. It's such a strange name for a kindergarten to be called LODET. It's like, yeah. Do you know what that is? Like, what do you measure depth in the ocean?
Yes. And the name of the kindergarten was that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can imagine why it steps on your mind always.
It is. It did.
Wow.
Because it sounded so cool, I think.
Yes. Bueno, el nombre propiamente dicho es LODET. Sorry my accent. Y lo que nos estaba contando que el proyecto empezó más o menos en 2019 cuando él quería grabar sus propias canciones, y es el nombre del jardín de infantes al que fue, que es la cosa, el instrumento con el que se mide la profundidad del océano, del mar, y por eso le quedó grabado en la cabeza por qué se llamaba así el colegio. Bueno, y finalmente lo utilizó.
What's the name in Spanish?
I don't know. I don't really know. We are going to check it out. Manu is going to check it out now. Incredible, that name. And in 2022 you released your first album, My Bonnie. How was the recording process of that first album?
That was pretty amazing. We three musicians. It was me, the drummer Carl, and our keyboardist Joachim Leverin, who's with us today as well. We have another drummer, but we went to a studio on the countryside of Sweden. It's called the Vintage Loft Studios. It's run by a very good friend of mine called Anders Rane, who now plays with Daniel Norgren, if you know who that is.
No.
And he has an old vintage studio, which is a really cozy place. And we just recorded everything live, and I added some stuff later on. Like I played the bass on all the songs, and almost all the songs. But we recorded it live. I had some demos for all the songs, which I played for all the musicians, but they haven't heard the songs before, so it was really on spot, most of the things.
Perfecto. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando era la experiencia de grabar su primer disco, que se llama My Bonnie, en 2022. Dice que fue todo en vivo, o sea, fueron a un estudio medio vintage que estaba en el interior de Suecia, que es de un amigo, y lo grabaron todo en vivo. Después se le agregó un par de cosas, pero lo increíble fue que tenía un par de demos ya hechos de las canciones, pero los músicos no la habían escuchado totalmente terminada, así que el resultado final fue después de grabarlo en vivo en el estudio. And in April of this year you released your last album, Lemoner. You changed many things in the recording process?
Just me and the drummer recorded the songs, but basically the same concept. I showed him the demos and we played. I was in one room and he was in the drum room, and we had an engineer, and I told him how I wanted it, and we recorded it, and then we just basically 2 or 3 takes on each songs, and then added stuff later on. But a little more production for this record, more add-ons, some more synthesizers and all stuff like that. But same concept, I think. I really like that concept, doing the fundamentals live. Okay. Together with the drummer or someone else as well.
It's more organic. It's much more organic than playing Step Away. Perfecto. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando ya para este disco, el último que grabaron, Lemoner, el proceso fue más o menos parecido, pero fue solamente él con el baterista, un estudio, grabaron todo, y después sí hubo con un ingeniero de grabación, y después sí hubo todo un proceso de agregar más cosas. Pero bueno, lo que a él le gusta mucho, que es lo básico, lo fundamental de la canción, que sea en vivo, que sea orgánico, que es mucho más diferente, o sea, es más humano que estar tocando todos por separados. Do you have any composition process?
Yes. I compose most of the time, but if I'm in the process of releasing music, doing a lot of stuff, doing music videos and all that, I'm not that creative, wanted to do new songs. But right after I released the album, I was finally I can be creative again, and I started writing new songs. I have a couple of new songs. I just want to record those songs now. You get tired of your own music in 1 year if you work with the music for a long time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the studio soon again.
Okay. Buenísimo. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando es que si él es una persona que está trabajando constantemente con su música, así que se aburre muy rápidamente de sus canciones y está constantemente componiendo. Dice que no es tan hábil en el momento de hacer videos, en el momento de sacar a conocer sus canciones, pero sí para... Sí, Manu, you know, we are from Latin America and we say, what? You know,
what?
Sí, no, the
videos. You have excellent videos, my friend.
Sí.
You have excellent videos.
Oh, you like it? Oh, that's made by Angelica Nyman and Pimi Nyman. Beautiful couple that's good friends to me. They helped me do that video almost for free, so I'm very grateful for that. That's a milestone in my music video compositions, I guess.
And when you make the song and then the video, it changed the meaning or it's more or less the same?
Yeah, it can actually change. Being limousine does not really have a really strong meaning. It's more or less something very abstract, I think. But I think so, yeah. Ship is very spot on. Like, it's about consuming, having all these boxes and stuff. It's very on point what the song is about, but yeah, it could change.
And you start with the music, with the guitar, or with the lyrics?
Almost always the music and a phrase. I record myself singing the song, like the melodies and stuff, and I always sing in English or some kind of language, and there's some words coming up, and when I listen back, I can kind of hear in my head what's the story is about, and then I just have to work with the lyrics quite a lot, but always the melody first, I'd say, with some words that comes up when I sing it.
I really appreciate that of your music. You not only sing in English, and that is important for us. What do you believe about that?
Well, I think, yeah, this was the first song that I did in Swedish, but that kind of opened up for me to explore singing in Swedish more. So I'd probably do that a lot on my next album. I'd probably combine both English, Swedish, maybe Spanish, I don't know.
Thanks.
You never know.
Ok. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando que mezcla un poco de todo. Manu tiene una cabeza súper abierta. Dice que hay canciones que son completamente abstractas y hay canciones como Ship que son cosas más puntuales, o sea, que habla, por ejemplo, del consumo. Y una de las cosas que estábamos hablando, que él canta en sueco y en inglés también, y que arranca casi siempre con la guitarra y después con algunas frases y después, bueno, le va buscando una historia a ese tipo de frases que balbucea, y ahí termina la canción, y bueno, lo que dice que se siente él también muy orgulloso de poder cantar en sueco y quizás en el próximo disco, las próximas canciones sean más en sueco que en inglés. ¿Alguna pregunta, Manu?
Contale que según Google Translator, sí. LODET in Spanish is plomada.
Ah, sí, ahí está. Sí. In Spanish
plomada.
Is plomada. Sí.
Plomada. Piel.
PL. That's a great name. That's a great name too.
Well, I like it. See, I think that you are always like looking for the musicality of the words. You know, is that okay or not? See, and why?
Yeah. Again?
See, for example, when you listen someone speaking, you think about a song. No, you are looking always for the musical things in the words spoken or in dialogue.
Absolutely. Sí. Always say like, oh, that's a good title you said there. Something like that, always. Or like, that's a good song idea for a song or whatever.
Sí. And why you think you do that?
Because I always search for my next step, or I still haven't done my best song, I believe. So I'm always have some like radar going on, like what can I do for my next song or my next concept or stuff like that. I'm always in that creative mode of doing my next thing.
Perfect. You have to listen. You know Gustavo Cerati from Argentina? No, you have to listen to him because he is always looking for the musical of the words, you know, and he makes songs with some words that are really musical for the instruments, always in everything.
Oh wow!
He's a really important.
You have to write me that in an email.
Sí.
All that stuff.
Sí, we are going to send to you that. Manu, ¿sabías?
Are you in Argentina now, or are you both?
I'm in Argentina. Raúl is in Barcelona.
Sí.
Barcelona.
Sí.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, we love to come to Spain or even more to Argentina, but it's far away. But yeah, we can't wait to get there.
Maybe we can send you some. We are going to send you some record labels that you can write to them and then check if you can work with. See, of course.
That would be lovely. Lovely.
This radio is about that, making contacts.
Okay,
you know,
cool.
Always. So we are going to send you to you Cerati from Argentina and then some record labels and maybe you can check them and work something. Sí. Manu, ¿alguna otra pregunta?
Yo quería hablar de los videos, pero medio que se lo sacó de encima.
Sí.
Preguntémosle por la IA.
Está bien. Manu, we are making the same question to people all around the world. Do you use artificial intelligence?
Not really.
Not at all?
Not yet. Again?
Not at all, or maybe with some things yes or another?
No, like for some translation and like basically that's it, I guess. Like if I need to come up with a word or something, if I want to find out what a word means in all that and have a history for it or whatever, but not in making the music.
Perfect. And what do you think about people making music with artificial intelligence?
I'm not sure if I've heard any like music. I mean, the music I listen to can't really be, because you can hear if it's recorded in a live room or whatever, but it feels more like that's for people who doesn't know music. They want to use those kind of tools, and I don't seem to like that kind of music. I need a whole concept and like blood and flesh, all that. But I would not be, I mean, if someone showed me a good song made by artificial intelligence, probably would dig it. I don't know.
Sí. Excelente. Muy buena respuesta, Manuel. Es la primera vez que hablamos. Es verdad que uno, si tiene un poco entrenado el oído, se puede dar cuenta si la música está hecha con inteligencia artificial o no. Y ahí está todo el concepto. O sea, y él su gusto musical es más por la música hecha, digamos, por humanos.
Pero no voy a debatir.
Sí. You are making Manu and me fighting. Sí, Manu, te das cuenta. You can realize when something is made with machines or it is human. You can realize.
Yeah.
Sí, creo que sí, Manu. Falta todavía un tiempo para que no te des cuenta. Todavía te das cuenta, sí.
A veces creo que estoy escuchando una flauta y es un teclado.
No,
Mirá,
bueno,
si me voy a dar cuenta si es inteligencia artificial, bro.
No, pero eso es otra cosa.
No le digas eso, brother. Sigamos con la...
No, pero él estudió producción musical. Muy bueno. Excellent answer. I personally like what you say. I completely agree with that. Sí.
Yeah. I think if you want to like talk to someone but you don't have that co-writer in the room, if you need to talk about some topics that you want to have a good lyric, I think that's excellent. If you can like dig deeper in your mind or dig deeper in history, okay, there's another song that's also took this topic, maybe you should listen to that. Like if you can get that kind of stuff going from an IE, that's great, I think. But
it's okay. But what?
But when it comes to making beats and like finding chords, all that I'm not sure what it can actually do. I haven't tried, or I don't know.
Perfecto. Sí, nos estaba hablando Manu que realmente es interesante, como una herramienta de investigación está bueno si uno quiere saber si hay más música hablando de ese tema, o si quiere investigar un poco en la historia, sí está buenísimo, pero para elegir acordes todavía tiene que ser una cosa humana, y todavía coincido totalmente con lo que está diciendo, por lo menos yo, Manu. Si te parece, dos preguntas más, Manu, y cerramos, o tenés alguna otra por ahí. Sí, perfecto. Sí, we're going to make 2 more questions. Can you tell us something about Sweden actual music scene?
The music scene in Sweden is. I live in Stockholm. It's very. Here in Stockholm, it's blooming. It's very free. People go to different. We have a lot of bars. Like very open-minded, cross genres, all that. It's very fresh, I'd say. LODET is more like, we're more traditional rock kind of, but we fits in there either. But it's jazz, it's techno, it's electronic, it's everything. It's really cool being here at the moment when there are so many creative people and a lot of artists. What's going on in the rest of Sweden, I'm not sure. I think all the big cities like Malmö, like they have this indie rock, they love music. We can go there and play all that, but also it's kind of a little boring, I think, when it comes to like radio channels and the exposure of real good music. We don't have that many channels to reach out to the whole Sweden or Nordic. I wouldn't say so. But what's going on the live scene where I live in Stockholm, it's really great. But other than that, I think it's quite boring.
Ok, perfecto. No, perfect critic. Está muy bien la crítica que acaba de hacer Manu. Dice que bueno, que en Estocolmo él tiene la suerte de vivir en una ciudad que tiene un montón de grupos, un montón de lugares para tocar, un montón de bares. En el interior de Suecia quizás no están así, y que pese a todo lo que está diciendo, que están abiertos y todo, también él considera, ahí viene la crítica, que faltan canales por ahí para que haya más grupos tocando y que esté un poco más abierto todavía, así que eso le resulta un poco aburrido, pero en general dice que sí, que hay muchos grupos y está creciendo la escena. Muy buena crítica, muy buena. Can you tell us something about LODET future plans?
Future plans is when I'm not a home dad anymore and I have tons of times, I'm gonna work on a tour plan, trying to go out in Europe and play, hopefully like next year maybe, trying to get all the big like festivals and stuff for the like next, realistically that will be like the spring next year. Hopefully I can get on a little tour, Nordic tour this fall, and I will work on my new album, I guess. Still working on getting Le Moner out and trying to just sell it when I'm out playing and get my music going. But yeah, just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, I guess, but just a little bit more when I have more time for it. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect.
Record my new songs, all the new songs I have. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Perfect.
Some collaborations would be wonderful to do. I haven't really explored that. So trying to do collaborations with other artists, that's something that I really need to work on, I think. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming for.
Perfect. Music, making music, always making music.
Always.
You have a favorite chord, a favorite chord in the guitar?
I always love like 9 chords or sus chords. Doesn't really matter which one, but yeah, I'd say like why not like a D sharp sus for
Excellent. With the hand like this.
yeah.
Excellent. Muy bueno.
Última pregunta de mi parte. En el video Alien in Me, él está jugando al hockey. Hay un video de hockey en su cuenta de YouTube. ¿Qué pasa con el hockey? ¿Qué pasó?
Do you like hockey?
Claro.
Hockey.
Sí.
Yes. I saw a video in Alien in Me in your video. It's you play hockey, and there is a video from 10 years ago for a guy playing hockey. I don't know if you are that guy or not. You know what I'm about?
I'm a real passion for hockey. When I'm not doing music, I love playing hockey. I play 2 times a week on something called like lunch hockey here in Stockholm, because I used to play hockey when I was a kid, and then when the music took over when I was 15, I had to quit hockey. Though I really loved playing hockey, but I was too interested in music. So, and then when I think I was 30, me and a friend who also is a musician, we realized that we both loved hockey when we were a kid, and we started like looking for other people who played hockey, and suddenly we were in this huge community where everyone plays at like in Sweden we also have a lot of ice rinks where you can go and play for free.
Okay.
Like during the lunch or during the night or whatever. And so since 3 or 4 years from now, I've played hockey almost 2 times a week on our lunch break, kind of. And I'm very passionate about hockey.
We have the soccer, the football here. But when we start the interview, you know, you said you were looking for the musicality in the words. Remember?
Yeah.
Is there anything of that? Is there musicality in the hockey?
Good question.
Yeah, very good question. What I think is like, I feel like more like when I'm on the ice and skating and playing against someone like soccer also. I love playing soccer as well. So it's like when you're just you're doing that thing, you don't think about anything else. It's the same feeling as when you play music or write a song. It's the same kind of drug thing that you're looking for in something that you're very passionate about. But when it comes to, I don't know, like words and stuff, I don't know if the vocabulary for hockey terms actually works so fine with some stuff. Like, I'm not sure, but
maybe for the next album, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for the advice. I'll probably put some hockey references out there.
Excellent.
I used to have one hockey reference on each song, like each album at least.
Excellent.
There's some small kind of hints.
Excellent.
See, Joaquin, we really enjoyed to speak with you. Thanks for your time. It's been a really
thank
pleasure.
you so much.
Sí, it's been a pleasure. Then we are going to send you Gustavo Cerati and some record labels that you can check. And just to finish the interview, we are going to play, sorry my accent, Prairen.
Prarium.
Ah, está, Prairen. Thanks for that. So, can you tell us something about that song?
Yeah, that's the first song I did in Swedish. It's about also like, I think the words for this song came in like one take. Then I kind of changed some words, but most of the things is just in like one take. Like I told you how I just sing along with the melody and words just keep coming. And this song is very much like that. And it's also very abstract how it doesn't really make like really sense, but you get the feeling. And I always had this as a song that I had a whistling. and I thought I was gonna do it on the album as well, like an instrumental, but no, I just lay down some words and that became what it is. Another fun thing that some people don't realize is that we don't have any bass drum, no kick drum. And some people don't realize that. Maybe you haven't realized it yet, but if you want to listen to that, you can make a good song without a bass drum, but just so you know, that's some funny facts.
See, excellent. I chose that song because of that. See, I'm a bass player, you know. I am always listening to the kick drums. So yeah. It's been a pleasure to speak with you. Thanks for your time. We are going to send everything when the live shows end, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Muy bien. Ciao.
Bye.
När vi slumrar i vår egen